It's the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show.
Frank.
Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, Frank Show. It's time for the show. Aloha, headsets. Frank here, the internet's most obnoxious VR enthusiast, and we are here with the Frank Show. Now, first up, happy Friday. I hope you're doing well, and we have something a little bit different for you guys. Now, I have made in the past a couple personal non-VR videos, and a lot of people responded to it well, said they enjoyed it, so I'm thinking maybe every Friday, every other Friday, we'll do something like this. Now, they're not always going to have a serious tone like this video is going to have a little bit, but this one's uplifting, serious, and in the future, they may just be funny stories, they may just be restaurant stories. Hey, it could be anything. Now, on to the video. Now, to start it off, you guys, you may think I'm a cool fella, but I was not always a cool fella. Honestly, from like kindergarten to third grade, I don't really remember too much. But third grade, I remember being like so tormented that I had to go see like a guidance counselor. When I was in third grade, I was in like psychotherapy, like talking to somebody out of class, and it was not fun. And that pretty much continued all the way through like junior high school. I got it even from like some of my closest friends. And then finally into high school, I guess I just kind of like stuck to myself and I was fine and people just left me alone. And then into college, I finally found maybe my calling, or people that really agreed with me or on the same level as me, and I was finally in more of a better place. But I never really had any kind of big group. I never really had any kind of friends. I never had any kind of calling. I never had any kind of like big surrounding of people that wanted to like hang out with me all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had friends. I had two buddies that were with me forever, but I mean, one of them is off doing his own thing and the other one won't even answer my phone calls. So at this point in time, it's pretty much just me and my fiance and any random person that works with me in life or runs into my path. For the most part, Frankie is just kind of a rolling stone. But I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. And now on to more the subject. So I was not the coolest guy on earth. I also was not the most athletic person on earth. My mom tells me stories of when I played soccer as a kid. I would just stand on the field and pick my nose and just kind of look at the ball. They would not play me. When I played basketball, I was terrible. When I played baseball, terrible. But all of the sports I enjoyed playing, I was just not good at them. So there, I never got picked. Same thing in school. I was always the guy sitting on the bench, last one to get picked for every single sport, any kind of event, any kind of thing. I was never Mr. Number One. Sometimes I'd get lucky if maybe one of my friends was the captain and I get picked like halfway through, but 98% of the time, dead last. And when you're a kid, it sucks. You know what I mean? And I think that sticks with a lot of people for a long time. And then it goes on through the rest of life, because most of the time you're not that great at sports, but don't even worry about who cares about sports. I don't watch any sports. I don't care about sports. But if you do care about sports, it's cool. Everybody, whatever you want, your own thing. But as you go through, you don't get those situations that you see a lot of people get, like winning that, like landing that touchdown and everybody cheers and holds them up high. Like, that's something that'll never happen to you. And I accepted at a very, very young age that was never going to happen to me. And I just assumed through life I would never have that feeling. And then, boom, 28 years later, virtual reality hits. And I gotta tell you guys, it has completely changed the way I really even feel about myself and the way that I look at people around me and interact with people around me. Because when you're playing VR rather than like when you're playing like Halo or Call of Duty, you feel like you're actually playing with other people. You don't feel like you're just playing with like just random people like talking about your mom on a thing. Now, there's one or two people like that, but most of the people right away in the room will mute them, block them, kick them out. I mean, the community's pretty solid. They get annoyed in VR way easier than people can get annoyed in other kinds of games. But on to the thing, building a community in VR is completely different. I've ran into people while I was playing things like Rec Room is really what we're going to talk about right now, and specifically Battle Royale. But playing this, I ran into people that had no idea who each other were, and once we got down onto the map, we're hanging out, they were talking, chit-chatting, finding common interest, having a great time, cheering each other on, things that you probably never ever would have gotten in the real world. You're getting in virtual reality, and it's actually creating that same kind of feeling of positivity within you, which is really awesome. I mean, it's a great feeling. So we're playing with people. Everybody's having a good time. I mean, I'm killing it. I'm doing great. And we play a match, and you know, and I didn't win. I don't care if I didn't win. But the greatest part, the best part was when I died. I died early on too. I popped back in the lobby. There were like 4 people waiting already. Frank, what's up, dude? Let's play again. Let's play. I mean, that is never a feeling I have ever had in my entire life of people like, dude, I want to play with you. I want to play again. Like, let's play. Like, dude, I can't wait to play. You killed it. It was great. And I didn't even do that great. People are just nice. And just having that feeling and just even seeing people do it to other people. It's not just me. I mean, I know that I get it because I got the channel and everything. But, I mean, I'm dedicating time to you guys. I love you guys. And I like to see it in return. And I want you to know how overwhelmingly positive of an impact it makes on my life and it can make on other people's lives. And something as silly as like cheering them on when you're playing a game, because a lot of people don't get that every day. A lot of people will never get that in the real world in their life. A lot of people will never get that from their families, because you're thinking like, oh, maybe their parents, even if they're a bad athlete, they're going to get cheered on. A lot of people don't have parents that are going to show up to things, or parents that have to work all the time that can't show up to things. And to be able to do that in just a free video game is phenomenal. It is nuts. And I've never, ever, ever honestly seen that happen in like Call of Duty. Maybe like a nice, like good job, but never any like cheering on, or like you can high five people in this and it'll like send glitter and sparks, and you can shake people's hands and pound them, and it's just such a wonderful feeling I've never felt in my entire life, and I never thought I would feel. And then now we go on to when I won a match finally, and I pop back in, and basically the entire lobby by that point in time was just people from the channel. It was all you guys just hanging out, and everyone cheered me on. It was just like the greatest feeling ever. They were like, great job, dude. Even the last dude that was in there, like, Frank, kill me, dude. I don't even care. I don't even care. Shout out to Lucci. Lucci, you the man. But you guys, it's just such a heartwarming feeling, this community of virtual reality players that we have. And I'm so glad that really of all ages I'm talking about, you guys. I interact with people from like 60 years old down to like probably like 15 years old. I mean, and everybody in between is pretty solid, pretty nice. Some people like to talk all the time, but my assumption is that they don't get to talk a whole lot, and I'm there to listen. You know what? I'm there to chat. I'm there to hang out, and that's what a lot of people are there for in VR. They enjoy the social aspects, and I think it really, really can do a lot for people's self-esteem, because if it can do a lot for my self-esteem, it can do a lot for anybody's self-esteem. So just think about that next time you're playing VR. I mean, that's the general gist of this video right here, and I hope you guys don't mind the positive message video. But hey, I wanted to get that out there because it was a feeling that I was having the other day, that like I finally got picked first. Like it took 28 years in virtual reality to come into this world for me to ever finally get picked first, and it felt damn good. And I want you guys to know that you do that to anybody you come across. Give them a high five, give them a handshake, cheer them on if they do a good job. I mean, we have the chance of VR to kind of like remake the gaming community, because right now it's a little sour, it's a little salty, it's a little like people just feel like they're playing with robots everywhere. And I think VR can turn the tables on all that and kind of make you realize, like, hey, there's another real person, dude. Like, they got feelings. And so that's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, whatevs. But I really, guys, I hope you like it. I hope it does something for you. I hope that you, if you're feeling that way too, if you're not getting picked first, dude, don't even worry about it. Life gets way better after whatever age you're at right now. And even if it gets worse, like we now have outlets for it. You can reach out to somebody. You can reach out to me. I don't care. I'm here. I tell you guys that every time. I say, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, and ask anybody that has. I respond. It may take me a month, but I will respond to you 100%. And if I notice it's like an emergency or something urgent kind of message, I promise I'll get to you right away. But you guys, if you'd like to, join up on the Discord. Beautiful people in there. Wonderful. You can chit chat, talk about VR, talk about video games, talk about whatever you want, share your art, whatever you guys want to do. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for, we hit 31K today. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for that. And never in a million years thought that was good. A guy that honestly got bullied his whole life, hitting this kind of number on YouTube. I mean, it's phenomenal. And I've been making videos forever, but still. Yeah, I'm going on just because it feels so great just to like chat with you guys about it. But I can't go on forever, and the show must not go on. The show's got to end. Not the show goes on. But if you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation VR, and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on. All right, smooches, guys. And gals. Monday through Friday.
Frank Show.
Monday through Friday.
Frank Show. Buddy on YouTube. Buddy on Frank Show. Buddy on YouTube. Buddy on Frank Show.
And that's how you do an outro.
I know what else to do.